Distinguished guests, please stand as we present the Spring 2024 graduating class of LSU Shreveport. Distinguished guests, please remain standing for the national anthem.
Please be seated. Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Robert Smith, Chancellor of LSU Shreveport, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to the Spring 2024 LSUS Commencement Ceremony. I would also like to welcome families and friends who are viewing the ceremony online. We will begin today's events with a reflection given by Dr. Cassandra Williams, President of the LSUS Faculty Senate. Dr. Williams.
We are thankful on this graduation day for the hard work and determination of the students who will receive diplomas at today's ceremony. We join here together to honor them. We also celebrate the diverse and different groups who are committed to the success of these graduates, the friends and loved ones who share in their triumph and their accomplishments, as well as the faculty and staff who offered help and guidance along the way. We acknowledge the many sacrifices that made these achievements possible. In the following joyful moments, let us be mindful that the pursuit of knowledge is not an end in of itself, but part of a higher purpose, to have the wisdom to serve others, to treat all with kindness and respect, and to try to make a world a better place than we found it. Let our thoughts be fixed on these truths as we reflect for a few silent moments. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Williams. At this time, I would like to introduce the members of the platform party. As I call your name, please stand. Dr. Cassandra Williams, President of the LSUS Faculty Senate, who you have already met. Mr. B. Wayne Brown, Member, LSU Board of Supervisors. Mr. Brian Crawford, LSU Shreveport alumnus and today's commencement speaker. Dr. Helen Taylor, Provost and Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs. Dr. Sanjay Menon, Dean of Graduate Studies. Dr. Tibor Sarvas, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. Dr. Mary Lois White, Dean of the College of Business. Dr. Dennis Wissing, Dean of the College of Education and Human Development. Ms. Jasmine Jernigan, LSUS Alumni Director. Mr. Shelby Keith, Interim Vice Chancellor for Business Affairs. Mr. Demetrius Brown, Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs. Dr. Paula Atkins, Associate Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs. And Ms. Kim Ramsey, Chief of Staff. Let us now recognize this group of difference makers. Now, there is a very special group of individuals with us today who had a direct and very significant impact on the success of all of today's graduates. Would the representatives of the LSU Shreveport faculty please rise? Our faculty, together with our dedicated LSUS staff, have made this graduation possible for our graduates. Graduates and guests, would you please recognize our faculty and our wonderful staff? Please be seated. Commencement is a very special occasion for every family. However, it can be a particularly momentous occasion for an individual who is a first-generation college graduate of his or her family. These students all wear a teal cord signifying their first-generation status. So, I am one of you. Would the candidates for graduation, including our graduate student candidates, please rise if you are a first-generation college graduate? Congratulations on your achievement. You may be seated. The proximity of this commencement location to Barksdale Air Force Base reminds us of the critical role served by our men and women in uniform in keeping our country safe. Will everyone with us today who is either currently serving in the United States military or who is a veteran of the armed services please stand so that we might recognize you for your service? Please be seated. There are more than 1,300 students who will graduate from LSUS today. It is worth noting that only 2 universities in Louisiana have graduated more students than LSU Shreveport in the past 3 years. Further, more African American students have graduated with graduate degrees from LSU Shreveport than from any other university in Louisiana. We are really proud of both of those accomplishments. Among today's graduates are a significant number of students who have completed an online degree from LSUS. Will candidates who have traveled over 500 miles to be with us today please stand and remain standing? Now stay standing. Will those who have traveled more than 250 miles to be with us today please stand? And finally, will those who have traveled more than 100 miles to be with us today please stand? Thank you all for your commitment to this momentous occasion. You may be seated. Whether you are graduating today from one of our face-to-face programs or from a 100% online program, successfully completing your studies required great perseverance, resilience, and endurance. For some of you, the demands were especially challenging. Through all of this, you each had a personal team of supporters, whether it was your family or close friends. Graduates, please rise and look around for your support team and show them your appreciation. Please be seated. Graduates, today is your day to celebrate. You've made it, and we are all inspired by your accomplishments. We wish you every success as you move forward from LSU Shreveport to your next adventure. Based on your successes here at LSU Shreveport, I am confident that you will continue to find great successes in your future. And now it is time for me to introduce to you our very special Spring 2024 commencement speaker. Mr. Brian Crawford is a graduate of LSU Shreveport with a Master of Health Administration degree. He also earned a Master of Arts in Industrial Organizational Psychology from Louisiana Tech, a Bachelor of Science in Organizational Management from Wiley University, and an Associate of Science in the EMT Paramedic Program from Bossier Parish Community College. He is also a graduate of Harvard University's Senior Executives in State and Local Government Program. He is a certified emergency manager and a graduate of Arizona State University's Certified Public Manager Program. Mr. Crawford currently serves as Senior Vice President for North Louisiana's largest healthcare provider, Willis Knighton Health. Mr. Crawford formerly served as the Chief Administrative Officer for the City of Shreveport, as well as Fire Chief in Shreveport and Plano, Texas. He flew more than 500 successful missions aboard Life Air Rescue as a flight medic. He previously served as the Vice Chair for the Louisiana State Police Commission and as a member of the City of Shreveport's Zoning Board of Appeals. Nationally, Mr. Crawford serves on the U.S. Department of Commerce NTIA's First Responder Network Authority Board of Directors. Locally, he is a board member for the Greater Shreveport Chamber of Commerce, the Providence House, Volunteers for Youth Justice, and the Independence Bowl Foundation. Mr. Crawford has published more than 24 articles and is a national speaker on the complexities of public safety leadership. He is married to the former Stacy Lynn Thompson of Pineville, Louisiana. They have 4 children, Brent, Kristen, Landon, and Hayden. It's my pleasure to introduce Mr. Brian Crawford.
Hey, the good news is my remarks won't be as long as my introduction. I understand that I'm the only thing standing between you and a diploma, so let me get after this right away. So thank you, Dr. Smith. To today's graduates, family members, friends, and guests, I'm really honored to be with you to celebrate the accomplishments of the spring 2024 graduating class from one of America's finest universities. I want to first begin my remarks by making a pitch for the parents, families, and friends of our graduates. This is no lie. Shortly after LSUS announced that I would be the spring 2024 commencement speaker, I received an email from a distraught but concerned parent. I think you're here. Dear Mr. Crawford, congratulations on being selected to speak at LSU's upcoming graduation. My daughter, I'll call her Haley, will be one of those getting her degree. I'm looking forward to hearing your remarks and wish you the best of luck. P.S. I know this may sound forward, but can you please mention something positive about students staying close to Shreveport after graduation? That there are plenty of job and husband opportunities right here. Sincerely, I'll call her Mrs. Smith. Well, Mrs. Smith, I'll give it my best shot. To that end, over the next few minutes, I'm going to take you through a couple of my most impactful stories of my life, and if you listen carefully, hopefully, it might make a difference in yours. My number one is home. My dad was an airman at Barksdale Air Force Base when he met my mother and married in the late 1950s. My brother and I came along later when he was stationed at Grand Forks Air Force Base in North Dakota. From there, it was California, Japan, Delaware, and Virginia, and the life of a military brat. Regardless of where we lived, though, there was one place that we always called home, Shreveport, Bossier. When Dad retired in '77, we moved back here, and I always believed it's the greatest place to live and raise a family. Yes, there are detractors and naysayers, and there always seems to be a negative undertone of sentiment from some. To these I say, home is where you make it and where your heart is. There are no geographic panaceas for happiness, as it is never found in one's address, but by internal joy and contentment. There are beautiful, caring, and incredibly unselfish people right here in the Shreveport, Bossier, and surrounding area. They are not always easy to find on the nightly news or in social media posts that tend to focus on the negative side of any community. But they are here. They are here in overwhelming numbers and in every neighborhood, working, raising families, worshiping, and living their absolute best life. If this is not you, I challenge you to look in the mirror and ask the question, why not? The only thing that often separates a great community from a poor community is how they view themselves and how they believe in themselves. I moved once from this area to take a dream job in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, but after several years found my way back after coming to realize that it wasn't all about me and that my job was not my purpose, but my family was. You see, I have a type A perfectionist personality, which is great if you're a workaholic like me, but it's terrible for your family because they always come second. When Ollie Tyler called me in Plano, Texas in 2015 and offered me the job of the Shreveport Chief Administrative Officer, I had to make a decision between my personal career goals of staying and that of what my family wanted. Hard to imagine today, but back then I actually struggled with which direction to go. That's what happens when you lose focus on what's really important in your life and what the founding member of Keller Williams Real Estate said. He said, work is like a rubber ball. If you drop it, it will bounce back. The other balls in your life, family, friends, and integrity, are made of glass. If you drop one of these, it will be permanently scuffed, nicked, and perhaps even shattered. So graduates, remember, even with your shiny new diplomas that are being provided you here today that will give you unlimited career opportunities and advancement, always place your family first, or all of your career achievements will mean nothing if you don't have someone you love to share them with. I am grateful and blessed to say that despite my flaws, I still have that person and my biggest supporter in my wife of 24 years, Stacy, who's here today. So happy Mother's Day, babe, and happy Mother's Day to all the mothers in the audience. My next story is about sacrifice and serving others. After I graduated high school, it would take me almost 2 years and a number of unsuccessful attempts to be hired on the Shreveport Fire Department. My first day of training, though, after I did get hired, was September the 17th, 1984. 84, ancient, right? That guy's old. I was just shy of my 21st birthday and was there with 30 other recruits. And much like today, it was a day of celebration for the beginning of the basic training class. It started out with introductions, speeches, and well wishes from the mayor and the fire chief and the training academy staff. However, it would end with two of those training officers, Captain Percy Johnson and Assistant Chief Training Officer Pat Johnson, no relation, fighting for their lives. Late that afternoon, Captain Percy Johnson and Chief Pat Johnson were both called to a chemical leak that turned into an explosion and fire. Percy would die 2 days later, and Pat would survive but suffered from chemical and debilitating injuries that forced his retirement. Chief Pat Johnson's son, Mike, was just 12 years old at the time, but I remember seeing him in the weeks and the years that followed as he molded himself into an incredible young man that emulated his father's sacrifice and dedication to public service. Some of you may know Mike, or he is better known today as the House Speaker of Representatives, the House Speaker, and our Congressman Mike Johnson. Before that day, being a firefighter to me was just a means to an end. I needed a job, they provided one. That day, the fact that firefighters could actually lose their lives in the line of duty, protecting total strangers, became very real and personal. So much so that a number of the people that started the class on the first day did not return on day 2. Captain Percy Johnson and Chief Pat Johnson had both been a part of my recruitment, and although their sudden loss to the class was devastating, their bravery and courage motivated me. For one of the first times in my life, I knew what I was supposed to be and why. I was supposed to be a firefighter, and I was supposed to unselfishly serve others. My next story is about not fearing and not letting fear stop you from your dreams and your goals. After several years in fire operations where I would become a paramedic, in 1995 I was promoted to EMS administration, which fell under the command of Chief Richard Lazarus. One day I was working in the EMS building. Chief Lazarus called me into his office and said, "Brian, you have leadership potential, but you need a college education if you ever want to become the fire chief." Now, no one had ever said anything like that to me in my career. And to be perfectly honest with you, being the fire chief had never crossed and was the furthest thing from my mind. He said, "No one is going to achieve that role without a college degree." So he called me into his office and he pulled out a handful of college brochures and he said, "Listen, I don't care which one of these you pick, but you've got to pick one of them, take one class, and if you don't like it, you never have to take another one." Kind of shook my head and walked out of his office with the brochures. 2 weeks later, Chief Lazarus called me back into his office and asked me which class I had signed up for. I fed him some line and an excuse about forgetting, and Chief Lazarus said, "I knew that you were going to say that." Then he reached in his desk drawer and pulled out some papers, slid them across the desk to me, and before I realized what was happening, he said, "Congratulations, you start Wednesday." I looked at the papers in disbelief. Pre-registration for Speech 101, Bossier Parish Community College, my name and a start date. Definitely a mic drop moment and turning point in my life for sure. I was stunned, but moreover, I was terrified. Because you see, early in my life, I struggled with formal education, and to say that I was not a good student is an understatement. I was held back in 4th grade and really wasn't even sure I was going to graduate high school. But a funny thing happened at the age of 32 when I took my first college class. I could focus. Something I could never do in grade school because of my hyperactivity and the fact that Dad moved every 3 years in the Air Force and I had to attend a new school and start over again. What I learned doing in those first college classes was you didn't have to be the smartest person, example A, to start and later excel at learning. You just needed to be determined, self-disciplined, and make learning a priority. It has to be something that you really want to do, something in your heart. And thus I found that if I could put in the hard work, I could actually pass. Over the next 10 years, Chief Lazarus, Fire Chief Kelvin Cochran, and the current Shreveport CAO, Tom Dark, would mentor and coach me toward the fire chief's job by teaching me municipal finance, budgets, strategic planning, and most importantly, they helped me tone down my type A personality and made me understand the importance of integrating more compassion and empathy in my leadership style and decision making. Chief Cochran used to always tell me, empathy and compassion, not how smart you are, is what separates good leaders from poor ones. The men and women of the Shreveport Fire Department will never follow you until they truly believe that you care about them, not just in the job that they're doing. My next story is about flying, healthcare, and becoming a senior vice president. One of my all-time favorite, most rewarding, and let me just say it, coolest jobs that I ever had was being a flight paramedic on Life Air Rescue. I was attracted to becoming a flight paramedic because, well, who wouldn't be? You got to wear a really cool Elvis jumpsuit, right? And you got to fly around all the time. What a great job. But my real reason was twofold. One was the challenge of providing a higher level of care in some of the most difficult environments, whether we were in a hayfield for a four-wheeler accident, or we were making a car wreck in the middle of Natchitoches Parish at 3 o'clock in the morning, or flying into a small-town ER, struggling to keep a patient alive. And number two, flying on the helicopter for Willis Knighton gave me the opportunity to work alongside some of the most talented and capable physicians and emergency room nurses in the business. I was just hoping some of that talent would rub off on me, as they always challenged and pushed me to be my very best. One night I learned, even with an incredible team, it still isn't always going to be enough. You can give your best, but you may not have the results at the end of the day that you want or anticipate, but you will survive. This night, the helicopter had been called to a rodeo in Keithville. A teenager had been stomped in the chest by a bull. When we picked up the young man, the boy, he was talking and still in his cowboy gear. He was even joking about how much trouble he was going to be in because he had forged his parents' signature on the permission slip that allowed him to ride that night. As we flew back toward the lights of the city, he stopped breathing and went into cardiac arrest. Despite the best efforts of our crew and those on the ground at LSU's Trauma Center, he did not recover. Although at that point in my career I had seen countless lives lost, this innocent loss is one that has never left me and is a constant reminder that life is so fragile and no matter your age, also very short. So enjoy every moment. Don't waste time on hate or regret. Laugh when you can, forgive when you should, and celebrate like we are today the moments that truly matter. My last story is about career changes in education. I've had a number of diverse, not just jobs, but careers in my life. Each move was only made possible because of the last one and the people who helped me along the way. And because of the unbelievable and undeniable gift of possibilities that education and higher learning provides, I'm standing before you today. For the last 30-plus years, Willis-Knighton has played a big role in my life. As a side job, when I was not at the fire station, I started there as a lab courier in the 1980s, moving to their ground ambulance and later helicopter. Throughout my time as the Shreveport fire chief and CAO in the 2010s, I partnered with Willis-Knighton to improve emergency and patient care initiatives in our community, particularly to high-risk populations of low income and elderly. Thus, through these positive experiences and a shared commitment to improving the quality of life for the people in Shreveport and Bossier, when my time in public service ended in 2018 and I was offered the opportunity, I couldn't think of a better fit than rejoining Willis-Knighton's incredibly talented, patient, and community-focused team that is today led by an equally empowering and supportive leader, CEO Jeff Fielder. However, despite my previous work experiences, I knew that I had a learning curve to overcome when it came to the complex world of healthcare. Thus, once again, I turned to education to help me meet that challenge. After researching a number of highly acclaimed Masters of Health Administration's programs, I soon learned that one of the very best, it's right here. It's right here in my backyard at LSUS. From the time I enrolled at LSUS in 2019 through today, there has honestly not been a day that has not gone by that I haven't used my MHA degree to help others, patients, employees, and our partners. The knowledge I gained from my LSUS experience has been a game-changing difference maker in my ability to navigate the healthcare industry and further serve this community. So to LSUS today, since I've got the mic and I have the opportunity, I say thank you. Thank you to all of you. In closing, although I've had a number of careers that I truly loved, it has been my intertwined life experiences and the people involved that have made me realize true fulfillment isn't measured by the job or the title that you have. It's in the measure by the difference you make in someone else's life. Today, I didn't spend a lot of time on what I did to deserve the honor to be here and address such an esteemed graduating class and institution. Rather, out of respect, I spent time to spotlight those who made a difference in my life, those who made me who I am today. And so each day, I try to take these and other examples of service and sacrifice, kindness and compassion, and try my best to pay it forward and make a difference in somebody else's life, the way so many have made a difference in mine. I hope that today I was able to do that for you. Thank you and God bless.
Thank you, Mr. Crawford, for those very inspirational words. It is now my pleasure to call forward Dr. Helen Taylor, Provost and Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs, who will present the candidates for special academic recognition. Dr. Taylor.
Good afternoon. A number of undergraduate students will be recognized this afternoon for their scholastic achievements. This is symbolized by the wearing of the gold honor cord. Each of these students attained a cumulative and LSU Shreveport grade point average of at least a 3.5. Will the students with the cum laude, magna cum laude, and summa cum laude distinction please rise? You may be seated. And so now, we have come to the time for the conferring of degrees. Mr. B. Wayne Brown, member LSU Board of Supervisors, will discharge this all-important responsibility for which we are assembled. It is my great pleasure to present the candidates for undergraduate degrees who have been recommended by their deans and respective faculties. Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Arts degree please rise and remain standing? Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Criminal Justice degree please rise and remain standing? Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Fine Arts degree please rise and remain standing? Will the candidates for the Bachelor of General Studies degree please rise and remain standing? Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree please rise and remain standing? Will the candidates for the Business Fundamentals Certificate please rise and remain standing? Mr. Brown, these candidates have been recommended by their deans and the faculties of their respective colleges and have completed all requirements for their respective certificates and degrees. It gives me great pleasure to present them to you for the conferring of their certificates and degrees.
I'm excited to be here for this celebration. Congratulations to the graduates and their families. With the recommendations of the academic deans, the faculties of the respective colleges, and the recommendation of the provost and vice chancellor for academic affairs, and with the authority vested in me by the LSU Board of Supervisors, I confer upon each of you the certificate or degree appropriate to your course of study, along with all the rights and responsibilities thereunto are pertaining. I would like to request that the audience, faculty, and the platform party join me in recognizing their accomplishments.
If you've quite finished, it is now my pleasure to present those candidates for master's degrees who have been recommended by the deans and respective graduate faculties. You may be seated, undergraduates. Will the candidates for the Master of Arts degree in the College of Arts and Sciences please rise and remain standing? Will the candidates for the Master of Science degree in the College of Arts and Sciences please rise and remain standing? Will the candidates for the Master of Business Administration degree in the College of Business candidates for the Master of Health Administration in the College of Business. Please rise and remain standing. Mr. Brown, these candidates have been recommended by their deans and the graduate faculties of their respective colleges and have completed all requirements for their respective degrees. It gives me great pleasure to present them to you for the conferring of their degrees.
With the recommendations of the academic deans and the graduate faculties for the respective colleges, and the recommendation of the provost and vice chancellor for academic affairs, and with the authority vested in me by the LSU Board of Supervisors, I confer upon each of you the degree appropriate to your course of study, along with all the rights and responsibilities thereunto are appertaining. I would like to request that the faculty and the platform audience and platform party recognize their accomplishments.
Supervisor Brown, we thank you for your important role and participation in our Spring 2024 commencement exercise. Please accept a small token of our appreciation. Mr. Brown. You may be seated.
Absolutely. The candidates for undergraduate degrees will now come forward as Dr. Elizabeth Liebert, Associate Dean, College of Arts and Sciences, will announce the names.
Emily K. Sinclair. Jennifer Ronda. Annalise S. Dixon. Isabella Marie Canton, cum laude. Woo! Haley Danielle Johnson, cum laude. Kristen Page Gathright. Haley N. Vincent. Jalen King. Paul King. Sai Ibrahim Hamoud. Jacinta E. Lewis. Claudia Coolidge Hill. Ori John Taylor. Latora Chantel Robinson. Sine Duckworth. Matthew Connor Floyd. Matthew Caleb Moreno, cum laude. Caden Mark Lyons, cum laude. Dalton Quaid Pierce. Paris Brashawn Williams. Right, this one. Natasha Nicole Fields, magna cum laude. Cameron Allen Moore. Erica Whittington. Diego Doroteo Aragon, magna cum laude. Alex Gonzalez. Colton Strode James. Noah Gavin Chico. Charles Jules Marcotte. Aubrey Cole Goodman, summa cum laude. Luke Gabriel Patton, summa cum laude. Amar Bilal Hazam. Elizabeth Irene Rochin. Sophia Maria Olsted, magna cum laude. Adam Luis Gonzalez, cum laude. Matthew Menigan. Taichi Sakomizu. Yuvia Noemi Vasquez. Alyssa Ann Coleman. Albert Henderson Powell III. Madison Salas. Victoria Faith Davis Sr. Haley B. Sanders. Karanjot Singh, magna cum laude. Chelsea Alice Brown. wait. Tatiana Collins. Naki Zakia Wells. Kalani Kiara Miles. Michael Chaz Davis, cum laude. Caitlin Faircloth. Clarice Noel Doles. Selena Renee Mills Page. Hunter Michael Ross. Nhan Nguyen. Tyler Ray Wade. Mikhail Cavante Barnes, magna cum laude. Logan Tyler Cruy, magna cum laude. Esther Marie Womack. Elaine Mobley Wilson. Leah Suzanne Huddleston. Melena Monty Breen. Rojanice Michelle Collins. Plushay Jackson Wilkins. Savannah Grace Foster, magna cum laude. Victoria Dawn Viola. Shakir LaShawn Allen, cum laude. Takaya Jashay Sweeney, magna cum laude. Haley Janae Jernigan. William Arthur Sessions. Kayla Ann Long. Heather Ann Sutton, cum laude. Victoria Anderson, cum laude. Lauren Michelle Mason. Sydney James.
I see you, Sid.
Kelsey Marshall. Taekwona Ross. Erin Nicole Graham. Jalen Paige Williams. Riley Hartline. Max Seneca Terrell. Courtney Shea Meadows. Carly Osborne, magna cum laude. Jason Todd Laurent. Shady Evergreen Hills. Austin Jacobson. Cassidy N. Adams. Victoria Nicole Pouncey. Sashery Reeves. Cullen Kearns. Brannon Cade Clark. Riley A. Burney, summa cum laude. Javen Amir McCree. Sylvia Leanne Sini. Valerie Chauvin Boudreau. Zachary Hiram Brewster. Naquesha Nico Evans, cum laude. Nastasia Narco Evans. Robert Michael Cote. That was planned, by the way. Garrison Mackenzie Bell. Glenn Frederick Deckelman, Jr. Clifton Arrington. Tyler Barber. Harrison James Hamiter. Leon Tu Hyun. Trenton Geis. Joshua Shepherd Evans. Kylie Jo White. Gage Michael Sloop. Lacey Delana Patrick, cum laude. Brandon D. Rayburn. Jeremy G. Jackson. Jaden Lindsay. Elijah Rustvold. Brennan Matthew Broussard. Kayla Young. A. Royal Toussaint. Deara Durham. Ariel Sinclair Broussard. Henry Lewis. Penny Marie Bennett. Robert Michael Tibby III, magna cum laude. Jonah Thomas Daigle. Joshua Nicholas Bailey. Tiffany Lishay Robinson, magna cum laude. Madeline Ray Greer, cum laude. Cade Allen Gaydon. Carmen Perez Gonzalez Babe, cum laude. Marie Nicole Wadsworth, cum laude. Mara Jamal Hamden, magna cum laude. Gabriella Rain Walker, cum laude. John Spencer Payne. Hillary Louise Bullock. Tyler David Thomas. Matthew Collier Nesbitt. Luke Edward Batts. Camden Elizabeth Louise Federman. Sigone Chloe Perez. Jesse Tyson, cum laude. Macrisa Williams. Jacob Nathaniel Eves. Perry W. Pagan. Noah Moser, magna cum laude. Thank you. Olivia Grace Nairn. Janelle Ashley Muscagni. Kerrigan A. Eby. Kimberly M. Larkin Holder. Caitlin Cover, cum laude.
That concludes our presentation of the undergraduate degrees. Let's give them a round of applause. Will the candidates for graduate degrees now come forward, please?
Aopa C. Lewis. Lindsay Starr Morgan. Michael Bernard Potan, Jr. Joshua Lehman. Laura Denise Stemick. Brianna Nicole Sarvin. Crescencio Segura Reyna. Tiffany Marie Youngs. Morgan Tyler. Kevin Sitole. Alexandra Ristic. Bianca Wallace. Ava Grote McAllister. Lauren Ashley Raymond. Edgar Perez. Brent Wayne McGow. Roy Anthony Rankatori Jr. Emily Renee Scogland. Caitlin Noel Netherton Deckett. Meredith Courtney Spencer. Hannah Elizabeth Shriver. Amanda K. Sullivan. Rebecca Alice Rosario. Gabriel Rosario Gonzalez. Ian Lee Miller. Christina Louise Moores. Laura Pertwee Roger. Richard Joe Perez III. Yolanda Lowry. Elizabeth Guzman Jubatik. Charulata Narayanaswamy. Shatoria Nicole Patrick. Manuel Enrique Lopez. Angel Tia Wesley. Latoya G. Self. Casey Lauren Smith. Kaylin Deshawn Marshall. Renee Ann O'Hanlon. Paul D. Merriman. Angela McBride. Dina Solomon. Shelby Chantil Franklin. James J. McGarity. Vicky Pham. Manpreet Singh Mataru. Mary Dallas Tia. Mamie Smith. Pavan Seish Vasudev. Roland Christopher Richardson II. No, let's do that one again. Ronald Christopher Richardson II. Melanie Idom Wascombe. Jordan Ann Matthewson. Jamie Lynn Price. Shelby Ann Wadle. Megan Liella Strader. Cassidy Sims. Linda Tregea. Jill R. Sorensen. Isabella Na Naeli Tete. Amani Ta'i Rice. Brittany Watson Lemke. Melva Denise Laboy. Merrill James Ignatius Laron. Denise Lynn Pappas. Trin Tran. Taryn Elena Rooms. Angela Dawn Mitchell. Jessica Marie Montague. Olivia Otick. Sean May Williams. Calvin Onyemachi. Abby Noel Leeson. Sarah Danielle Wiley. Austin Kelly Stonell. Ariana Landry Veal. Michelle Norman. Saudia Kiwantala Nashe Royal. Leslie Purcell. Travis Frederick Raymond. Cedric Cohen Nickerson. Courtney Parrish Rabelais. Hui Tai. Randy Michelle Parsons. Zakar Lafayette Paywin. David Barry Smith. Janae Martin. Connor Evan Bilby. Suman Majumdar. Jalpesh Patel. Shannon McKnight. Chibuzo Clement Odigwe. Brandon Isaiah Lindsay. Craig Phillips. Brooke Ariel Russell. Andrew Blake Verdon. Rafael Thomas Ramirez. Megan Ortego. Nicholas Patrick Tozzi. Talia Taylor. Siobhan Stein. Tori Lancaster. Lauren Ann Lorette. Ray John Thibodeau. Charles Edward Smith IV. Kalia E. Murray. Kimberly Carmen Lawrence. Andrew James Likes. Kendra Renee Walker. Danielle Robert Sanders. Erica A. Spears. Brian Murphy. Christopher Michael Mariano. Terrence Putman. Sarah Nicole Scogin. Justin David Packen. Megan Christine Ortman. Peyton Ritz. Jasmine Denise Williams. Devin Ashley Lee. Jada Watkins. Quentin Lee Robeson. Christy Leanne Osborne. Sean Macon. Hello, sir. Jeffrey Michael Brasher. Cassandra Eleanor DeGuido. Jessica Paige Mulliken. Shayla Carolyn Wolfe. Robert Zachary Martinez. Carla Renette Sibley Seguin. Armand Francois Pierre. Dennis Rutland Schroeder. Roman Zachary Campbell. Tia Marie Savan. Maureen Okafor. Amber Teresa Prestonbach. Senavia Winfield. Thomas Alexander Mansfield. Ozasia Wilson. Thomasina Quintina Parker Ackles. Mary Paula Egeran Valdez. Kimberly Ann Schneider. Rosario Orsino. James Moller. Diana Budeman Lee Wright. Mayuri Nandi. Sandy Moore. Krishona Faye Mott.
Congratulations.
This concludes our presentation of degrees for today. And please join me in thanking Dr. Liebert for reading the names so beautifully. Thank you, Dr. Liebert. Chancellor.
Congratulations, graduates, you have done it. I am delighted to welcome you as the newest alumni of LSU Shreveport. Ms. Jasmine Jernigan, LSUS's Director of Alumni Development, will now address the graduates.
So, graduates, clap for yourselves because you did it. Okay. On behalf of the LSUS Alumni Association, congratulations on your graduation. Whether you received an undergraduate or a graduate degree today, receiving your diploma is a huge milestone. You've given yourselves and your families a wonderful gift, and I am honored to be one of the first to welcome you as an LSUS alum. You join over 38,000 LSUS alumni worldwide. Your alumni status is permanent, and your first year's membership to the LSUS Alumni Association is free. You will always be a part of the LSUS family, so please keep in touch. That means don't unsubscribe from our mailing list. Share your successes, challenges, and your status changes as you grow in your careers. The Alumni Association is here to provide key connection points for graduates, as well as opportunities to contribute to a legacy of excellence. We welcome your involvement and your investment. Please remember to grab your commemorative bandana and join the fun for the second line processional celebrating you. So we're gonna practice. We're gonna wave this over our head. I wanna see purple and gold. And again, our heartfelt congratulations, and in true Louisiana spirit, laissez les bon temps rouler.
Thank you, Ms. Jernigan. Graduates, please stand. As Louisiana State University Shreveport's newest graduates, you may now move your tassels to the left side of your cap as a symbol of your achievement. Would the audience please remain seated until all graduates have left the arena? Graduates, faculty, and platform party, please join us as we are led out by the Shreveport Second Line Brass Band under the direction of Mr. Robert Trudeau.